Hello, everyone, and welcome to Magic The Dungeoning's Dungeons The Dragoning, session number 13? 13, baby. Lucky number 13 that's in session.
Or if
we're
you're
just coming off the
unlucky
heels.
13.
We'll have to see. We're just coming off of our previous session number 12, which was a banger, and hopefully we have another banger here in store for you. Last session was a pretty eventful one. The characters got out of town. They started walking through the desert and encountered an aforementioned land shark, after which, surviving the encounter with all the horses intact to the DM's surprise, they find themselves in a ravine where they are taking refuge for the night, only for Caldon to encounter... How would you put it, Will? Fair enough. Something concerning.
Yeah, Caldon encountered the person who's been hunting him down that he didn't know about, which is himself from another timeline / future / dark reflection. It's not clear. Out of game, we know that this is Phyrexian Caldon, so Caldon, seeing him, is inclined to believe he is from a timeline or a part of his future or past where Toxic fell to the beings that were coming through the portals, and he has joined their side instead, or he was taken by their side. And now he is searching for completion, and he is doing that by ridding himself of the rest of the Caldons. So Caldon not only found out that there is that he is being hunted by himself from a dark reflection timeline, but that other versions of him exist. So he unfortunately snapped quite a bit, because that was one of his 3 biggest fears, is that he might not be real. And even though he's got his friends beside him, it's not enough. So he's fractured a little bit.
And we'll see the effects of that today. Off camera, we rolled for madness, and we rolled for the next 10 hours. Caldon is unable to communicate with his allies coherently.
Jumping jacks are a great way to complete the pace of fitness gram test.
Yeah, so I am really looking forward to see how Will plays that. And before that, I think we should do introductions, then we can get right to it. I am joined by Ryan Ives, played by Merrick Ulbrecht. Will Coyle, played by Caldon Moon. Farrah Cutlass, played by Shannon Keene. And Seren, played by Danielle Jimenez.
Did you mess up on the first one and decide to just roll with it?
He did.
How do you mean? Merrick Ulbrecht?
You said Merrick Ulbrecht playing as Ryan Ives. You said our characters playing as us.
Well,
and you did it consecutively, so it worked.
Yeah, anyway.
I think it worked.
You reverse what I said. Anyway, where we find ourselves? Inside this ravine, taking
inside
refuge.
A bottomless black hole.
Yeah, I believe we should be switched over to the red screen. Everyone should be able to have line of sight on each other as well as the horses.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Does the rest of the group wake up?
Not quite yet.
I don't know, because when Merrick saw Caldon fall, Merrick was like got up immediately. He was like shit.
So we're getting an extra bits of sleep.
Merrick, you look down, you see Caldon held in your hands. You just luckily caught him from suffering a more damaging fall. And as you kind of look down at your unconscious friend, you only look back up to see the absence of whatever creature was up there with him. Before anything else, I'd like you to make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
Do I also have to make this, or just
unfortunately? No, not you.
Give me a second.
I think that you're passed out on the ground, right?
I am.
You're passed out in Merrick's arms.
Doesn't mean I don't have to take a wisdom save.
Where is it? I know I do get a wisdom save advantage. Sorry. Nope.
Isn't Echo summoned here by any chance?
Not at the moment. Echoes fade from reality when you
I
do.
will make the save. Just give me a second. I remember reading something in my ability that gave me advantage on wisdom saves.
Is it while you're in your wolf form?
It's heightened senses. That's what. It's not. This is not gonna.
Oh, it's wisdom checks, not saves. Okay.
Yep. No, we're good.
Roll it straight.
Oh, that's a big spicy 3.
Ooh.
So, Merrick, you kind of like look down at Caldon, and you know decide to like try to shake him awake, but he just kind of shakes his head and just five more minutes in his accent voice.
5 more minutes, my mother wanna go to school.
Okay then. I do keep trying to like Merrick's gonna like perception check.
All right.
Notice if I can still get any of the smell like in the air. At least I get advantage on this one.
Well, let's see what you can do.
Where's my perception at?
I'm looking forward to it. 16.
No, he does
So
get
is it-
advantage.
No,
He's in
he
his
has
wolf form.
advantage, 19.
No, 20.
20.
But yeah.
20.
So with the 20, you kind of just sniff the air again, setting Caldon down by the rest of the others in the warmth of light. And you kind of just like look around with all your senses, your nose, your sight, your hearing, and you just kind of like expand out. And you do catch this scent, this more of this sort of steel that's been kilned. And you think it's close, nearby. You think you might be able to track it almost.
Okay.
Called it in his sleep. On the hell, called it.
Merrick is like,
Shut up, Don.
All right. I'm gonna say an intelligence check on Merrick himself specifically. Would he like knowing what just happened? Would it be stupid or smart to go after this person?
What's your wisdom score?
My wisdom is a 12.
So you don't know really what this creature is, although you've faced many of fell creatures in your lifetime. This one doesn't scare you much the word. You've locked eyes with whatever this is that you're hunting. It doesn't seem all that strong, and as long as you can keep your senses sharp, you think you might be able to overcome it yourself. You're a confident and resilient hunter.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really need these people. They're just convenient to you. Some of them might actually just slow you down. You would hate for them to get hurt.
Crap. I'm in a little bit of dilemma now because as Merrick as a character would absolutely think that. Me as a player, I have a cardinal rule I don't like to break, and I don't like it when DMs
Do what
force
your
it.
character would do. Just make the stupid, dumb decisions.
do
Do it. This is what D&D is. That's so
You're
fun.
going to...
To the listeners, just real quick, I'm going to say my cardinal rule is never split the party. And that cardinal rule has been broken in 2 sessions recently.
Roleplay the character correctly.
Yep.
I will understand no matter what happens. Because I know
Merrick
exactly
go-
what's about to happen.
Merrick goes on the hunt. Merrick goes on the hunt.
How many hours have we been sleeping?
Maybe like 2 or 3.
Fuck. I'm still within my 4-hour rest rate. Shit.
All right. Yeah, Merrick would actually get it. No, he would do this. I would.
Do it.
You feel
Do
it from
Oh my
around
God, I
this
hope it's
direction.
fine.
All right, and away I go.
Oh my
So
God.
as you begin to move off in a certain direction, you hear from behind you, "And where the hell do you think you're going?" You turn around to see Caldon standing firm. A blade levied at you. "Now, I thought you were smart, thinking you could fight this thing all your own. Trust me, didn't we just talk about me making all the big shots?"
Merrick just sees this. Yeah, he's like, that's not. He in his mind he knows that's Caldon would never point a sword at Merrick like that. Merrick's hands go to his short swords, and he just goes, draws them like, how do I know you're the real Caldon? The man I know never drew his sword on me.
Listen, we've all made a lot of promises that we haven't kept, now haven't we?
I made no promises. I make guarantees.
I'm with you guaranteeing now. You're just gonna walk away? Because trust me, I could stop you.
And that's where like Merrick's eyes just the glint, like his eyes actually change to the wolf eyes. Like, you can try.
So an echo appears behind you. What's your armor class?
19.
19. So the echo sword lashes out against your plate, not even making purchase on your flesh. It kind of just clangs off your breast, clangs off your met armor, and you kind of turn to sort of scatter it. You see Caldon at the same time advancing towards you. I'm going to need you to roll initiative.
Uh-oh. I'm
Oh
loving
my
this.
god.
He's having an illusion. He's having an illusion, and Caldon Complete's gonna walk away with Caldon's unconscious body. Why would you leave an unconscious man by himself?
Because Caldon is a hunter. I'm not Caldon. Fucking Merrick is a fucking hunter. And he's stupid. Not stupid.
Oh, wait.
Oh
What's
my
my
god.
character?
Oh wait,
my God.
Merrick, aren't you already in your wolf form?
Yeah, you're already.
Yeah.
You said you're in your wolf form already, right?
Oh yeah, let me try. I never switched my
I
character.
gotcha.
Yeah, because I remember you said that last time that
So
if you.
what exactly happens when you transition into this wolf form?
How to describe it? I guess the best way to describe it would be the lycanthropy transformation from Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
It's so long. Okay.
I need to try and
You son of a bitch, you're rolling from my character sheet.
He's using you to kill him. Oh, we lost Caldon.
I know, I should be coming back shortly. God damn it, come on. You can do this, I
So-
believe in you. There we are.
Merrick, you have the first move. The echo is behind you, and Caldon about 10 feet from you, easily reachable.
Okay. Out of character, I know I'm in an illusion. In character, Merrick he's suspicious, but
It's as if Caldon woke up and started lashing out accusations. Caldon thinks he can just call all the shots. You were your own man before all this. You can be your own man again.
This hurts. This is Caldon's second fear come to life.
Oh, this is so good.
The question is how to fight this. Because I know what's going on. As soon as you said make a wisdom save, I'm like, shit. So the question is, how do I break it?
Don't, whatever you do, don't planeswalk.
I'm not gonna try. That I'm not gonna try. Before I move, I haven't gone far from the location. I survey the land. I look for Kefkin. I look for Saren, Farah.
So they are easily within line of sight, all just kind of like either meditating or resting. They haven't seemed to woken up from their slumbers quite yet.
May I throw out a suggestion?
I already got a plan in mind, but I'm willing to listen.
In this kind of situation, knowing that Caldon was talking to a figure, I would take a perception check to see if there's anything off at all about Caldon's naturality. Is the person using an opposite hand? Because Caldon is left-handed.
I mean, I was going to go over to like Farah or oh, sorry, my computer's giving me trouble. Give me a second. Okay, please, computer. Thank you. So my idea was like, oh hey, this is an illusion. The other bodies shouldn't be have a corporeal form. I should be able to go right through them. Okay. I do make a perception check on Caldon.
Go ahead, roll it.
I'm looking for.
Oh.
Oh shit! Not 8. Doesn't matter. I don't have advantage, but. Take a roll.
This seems to be an authentic Caldon. The only one you know. You don't even detect any signs of possession or magical effects other than the ones he generates himself.
Billy, look,
You've known him for a long time. Go ahead.
Look to see what the echo looks like. The echo can only be a reflection of the real Caldon. There's no way to change it.
I mean, you said you could change its color, but you couldn't change
Color.
it.
I can't change it. I cannot change what it looks like. It looks like me. Always.
What in the hell? What
Oh,
was
maybe
that?
that's on the wrong map. I am on the wrong map. Whoops.
I am not going to forget I saw that. That is
The
terrifying.
girls are not really looking at the screen. They missed what just showed up.
What? Oh.
Oh, I don't know. The 40-foot tall demon?
Whoops.
Spoiler alert.
Oh,
Don't-
God.
Don't acknowledge that.
Oh, I acknowledge
Kind of
it.
hard not to.
I acknowledge it. I saw it. You can not change it. I saw it.
I was proud of what I posted in the art channel. Daddy
Okay.
Caldon's done.
Daddy Caldon. I love how I've already been replaced and I'm not even dead yet. Yeah,
Bill, I think
because Merrick left my unconscious body alone and this a-hole is still in the area. Caldon completes, he's gonna go, I mean, he's dealing with the nightmare demon. I'm just gonna walk up and take this. I'm out.
Merrick, what is your move?
I swing at the echo.
All right, roll me an attack roll. The Echo's AC is 17.
Yep. Sorry, my screen is all screwed up. Balls. Not gonna hit. Second.
Oh my god.
Not a good day to roll today, apparently. Third attack bonus.
So,
Of course.
at first, you swing at the Echo once, it blocks by its shield. Caldon says something to Searing and he laughs off at you. You hit him again, trying to break the shield cover that the Echo has. With this final hit, you kind of grit your teeth and grind your heels, letting through some true ferocity as you scatter the Echo immediately. Anything else from you? You turn and you see Caldon angrily, ready to accept a advance.
Nothing else for now. I gotta do some thinking. The
right.
bad part is kind of the thought I had in my head, like, this is an illusion. And, like, for paint, like, some ways people use to wake up from, like, illusions or dreams is, they try to kill themselves. They off themselves. And it snaps them awake. I was thinking from the Demon Slayer movie, because that's how, spoilers, that's how Tanjiro wakes his ass up.
So, the Echo appears again beside you, and Caldon advances at the same time. The Echo misses a strike, but you dodge backwards, only for Caldon to come up and hit you from the backside. You're gonna take 7 psychic damage.
Psychic, you say?
Yes.
I believe that actually
Although it
still
feels like slashing to your character. Caldon says, "I always knew you were some sort of monster. Look at you!"
That right there. That
Merrick?
right there. Merrick, no. Wisdom check on that. Merrick knows Caldon would not say that.
Give me an insight.
There's one thing Caldon preaches, it's acceptance.
Come on. Shit!
You don't quite catch it. You're too busy being stabbed.
Oh.
Oh, that was an out. That was an out.
Oh no,
Does that mean that he just thinks that his friend is gone completely bonkers and he's just hailing insults at him now?
It's a
So I
bad
think-
day to be.
You said it was 7 psychic. Okay. Come on, I gotta. I'm not giving up on that.
It's your move.
It is.
DM,
Yes.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
With my 22 passive perception, would I have been roused from my sleep with my big elf ears by hearing clanging and snarling and like shit like that from a little bit away?
Actually, no.
Because
Okay.
he's not awake. Jasper, if you were trying to kill Caldon off combat, you succeeded.
this, I can kill
You-
my Caldon and keep him too.
You succeeded. I'll be bringing in a cleric next session. Hope you guys enjoyed Golden Moon. God, I'm not doing the Scottish accent ever the fuck again.
Okay. Action on Caldon. Blood Curse of Binding. Amplify.
What?
Strength
What's
saving.
the save?
It's 12, but it's something to try.
What kind of save?
Strength.
So you lash out with your blood magic, and Caldon gets restrained against the effect. He just kind of like struggles helplessly, and he can just scowls at you.
Again, I'm Merrick. I'm. While even though we're fighting, Merrick is trying to feel like this is like something's not right. In his mind, he knows Caldon would not A, do this, and B, say anything he has said. Am I allowed to make another insight check?
Not quite yet.
Fuck. Tell me should have the voice modifier activated, but right now I want to, I'm talking too much.
Anything else from you?
Take your attacks for
Action.
the turn.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the echo again. Oh, what the hell?
The echo gets popped, leaving just Caldon.
Merrick actually looks at Caldon and goes like, "The hell is wrong with you?"
I could ask you the same thing.
Try to see if there's something he doesn't know.
That's okay. Yeah, okay. Merrick actually brings up the battle with Chadwick. He actually mentioned like, after all the things we've been through with Chadwick, with helping out Tulash, and you're gonna turn on me like this?
You all know that. You know as well as I that this was all temporary. You've got your Nestorad and I've got my Toxic.
Also, that he thinks Merrick hates doesn't want to go back to Innistrad. He's afraid of it.
We all got the baggage, Merrick.
There we go. Like, that's just the hint I need. Merrick is piecing together. This is not Caldon. This is not him.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, so he's going to just... do I have to break the binding on the top
Yes,
start
you
of my turn? Or...
Yes. The blood curse of binding, you get to make you can make a strength saving throw to try and break it.
Does that cost an action to do so?
I will have to check for that. Don't remember.
I also just had another fear. The
on.
other fear is that the demon is using Merrick to attack an unconscious King Caldon.
That's why Merrick is not swung at Caldon. Okay.
You
blood
have
curse
no
binding.
reason not to, though, to be quite
Blood
frank.
curse of binding. You
Can
attempt
we
to
not talk
see-
about like the possibility of what the
There's no
demon
more
might have to do with
target must
anything with it because it's
strength or
super
have
spoilery?
And can't use reaction until end
Or-
of my next turn. Amplify, which I did. I got to actually take some damage to myself.
Alright.
I got to do that. This curse lasts for 1 minute and can affect creature regardless side. At the end of each of its turns, the cursed creature can make another strength saving throw. On a success, the curse ends.
What's the DC?
12.
All right, so this time Caldon breaks it, and he just kind of takes up more of a defensive stance again. Merrick, your move.
Give me a second. I gotta do damage to myself because of my blood maledict. I roll a d6. That's 4 damage to
4.
myself. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Get on 26.
God, Seren, I wish it was 4 hours.
Oh boy.
God,
I'm like
Farrah,
waiting.
I wish
I'm
it was
just like,
8.
man, wake up, Seren, wake up. And I'm like, okay, like Jasper, like how long would you say? Like we were into 3 hours. 3 hours 45 minutes. Was it like 3 hours? Was it
Have you
3:47?
seen the movie Inception?
No, actually.
Inception is that movie is that's a trip.
Just
Okay.
wake up, wake up.
Have you
okay,
seen The
you're
Lord of the
healer.
Rings, the extended director's cut?
No,
Yeah,
no, and I don't want to.
good. It's really good. Gimli and
that long.
Gimli and Legolas have a drink off, and Gimli loses.
I think I'm starting to feel it.
I'm feeling it in my. I'm feeling something in my
I
fingertip.
need to do something
Is
that
that all
can
you
get
feel?
me, is able to get me another insight check.
Oh. How close are you to half health?
I'm at 24 points away.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I also would like to note I don't have my flames activated.
No, but your frenzy will trigger.
Yeah, I'm aware, and I'm trying to get this broken before that happens.
Roleplay Merrick. Merrick would fight back.
Yeah, he would, unfortunately. So, going. Why is it rolling the damage? Alright. Doesn't hit.
Give me advantage.
Give you advantage?
Yes.
You understand if Merrick kills Caldon, you will lose 2 characters here.
I'm aware of what might
You
be
will
happening.
seal Merrick's fate and realizing he is a monster.
I know what I'm doing. 19 will hit. That takes 5.
Should be
Caldon
one
runs
more.
at
Feral,
and just says,
Feral might. It's 6 actually.
6. Now I know why Skylar was screaming so loud.
Jasper, I'm at 43 health.
Hit points.
I'm out.
Yep.
Caldon was knocked out when I was attacking Skylar. He was down.
So,
I rolled that with
As
advantage
you-
by accident, but I got a 19 regardless.
so what do you say in response to this?
What do I say in response to that? I say, Merrick actually was like, as soon as he hears Caldon say that, he's like, bullshit, you were knocked out before, you held your ground and he knocked you out. You could not have possibly hurt him.
So at this moment, the field changes a bit. You see the sky and the flame around you become blood red as Caldon himself
Hello.
seems to transform into a larger, more menacing version.
Heyo.
This is where I need to
You
voice
are.
pop.
Why couldn't you have just done as I asked? Anything else for your turn, Merrick? Against Big Caldon.
Oh, it's actually got.
Actually,
Oh.
no, go ahead.
Merrick says, I am going to end you.
You have 2 more attacks.
Yep,
That's
and
right,
I'm
he
going.
does.
I'm going. Alright. I don't know why it's rolling my damage. I'm sorry. That's a crit when I needed it.
13 damage.
This makes this when Caldon hears this story, his heart's just gonna flutter.
And the last one, oh, that one does not hit.
With your second attack, you like bat him out of the way far enough to out of reach of your third attack, and then he's going to retaliate the best way he can by unleashing Incarnation.
Does this Caldon shift versions?
The echo is
then-
black, and Caldon seems to now tower a bit over you by a good half foot.
Combat.
You're going to take 10 psychic from the first hit. The second attack's going to like bounce off your armor class, and the third hit's going to deal you 7 more.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
man.
That's me at 9 hit points.
Meanwhile,
Uh-oh. Bloodlust.
Can I wake up, please?
Before we
Caldon,
continue,
you shake your head and rouse from consciousness. You look around, and you don't remember how you got here. Though you kind of take stock of your senses. Make a perception check.
The potatoes need mashing. Oh, wait. We've determined Malile is not with me currently, correct?
Currently, no.
The potatoes need mashing.
Oh, come on.
You kind of just like shake the dust from your eyes, and you kind of stand. You immediately notice. Where's Merrick?
Caldon insta panics and starts waking everyone up.
Farah, Seren, you are awake. Kefkin is also awake. What's going on? Kefkin rises to his feet, ready to attack.
Medic's gone on a fetch. Oh, sorry.
hold on.
No,
real
that's a good
fast.
way to
I need
put
to
it.
go pick up my laundry. I've been trying to say that.
All right, then. Alrighty, then. Where
So-
were we?
Caldon, you said Caldon awakens, and I
Yes.
took a perception check. I rolled a nat 1. I'm kind of foggy and hazy from meeting alternate timeline Caldon, who said he's hunting to kill me, and now Merrick's nowhere to be seen.
Correct.
Caldon cannot speak coherently, though. So
Correct.
all he says is he shouts at the top of his lungs, "Medic's on a fetch!" And then
And this wakes all of you up.
and then Caldon does the echo slingshot trick down the canyon the opposite way of the horses. So he goes 105 feet in the opposite direction.
Jesus, that is ridiculous.
Off topic, but kind of on topic. Can Caldon write coherently?
That's a
Yes.
good question, actually.
Oh, okay. That,
Just curious.
you know, honey, that's a good idea.
No,
So
no,
150 feet.
good question there. No, 105. 105.
105. It's 60 feet plus. It's 60 feet plus 45 feet, so it's 105. Because
Yep,
So-
105.
I will say,
You just go, Caldon just goes, yeet!
I imagine that what like Caldon does for this echo slingshot, I call it the echo slingshot, but effectively he reaches out his hand, he meets his echo halfway, and it just chucks him forward. And when he lands, he just keeps going.
you'll get about this far, as everyone's kind of still like prone and waking up. And that's when
By the way, Caldon's echo looks different for the first time ever.
What does it look like?
Oh, since my mind is broken, it looks like a 5'2", curly-headed woman. You know Caldon's in trouble. It looks like Malile.
I need you to make a
That's
wisdom saving throw
weird.
as you as you teleport, meet at 30 feet, and then lock eyes with.
Okay,
Something.
I do have advantage on this.
Come on. Jesus.
So I'll describe this as thus.
The monstrosity.
Caldon's had a lot
The
happen
first
to him in the
thing-
past 10 minutes.
The first thing you see is what led you here was the bright flame on Merrick's wrist, linking the two together in this sort of crimson blood flame. This creature seems to just be dragging him. And then you look up, you see this skeleton, almost blackened by some unknown flame. Its joints illuminated in sort of foul magic, and this heart in its chest beating slowly, burning with the same intense light that's connected to Merrick. You look up at this thing's eyes, and it stares back at you with these blood-red horns. And you try to collect yourself for a moment, but it leers at you, and you
Can
become
I
frightened of it, paralyzed almost.
Can I make an argument? Caldon is a bit maddened right now, so he doesn't fully understand the idea of fear.
This isn't a natural fear you're feeling.
Ah.
This is beyond.
This is the fear,
But
like...
that's where
Caldon-
it lets go of Merrick's body.
Caldon, which I guess Caldon's response to it would be claiming lost and found.
So, as it lets go of Merrick, letting his body fall slump on the ground, Merrick, you raise your weapon to make another strike on Caldon, but the world beyond you falls away into blackness, and you just begin to descend away. The rest of you, however, can roll initiative.
Lovely.
The rest of us roll, me included.
Yes.
Okay. If I'm
Yeah,
still
just
within
pictured
30
out the-
feet of my echo, by the way, then it won't disappear. But
You
yeah.
still are.
Sorry, I forgot to discuss that with Jasper, but when Caldon does not have full faculty, his echo looks like Malile instead of him.
I
Shang got
cannot see.
17.
I cannot see my token, so I did not click on my token.
Oh, does you not have vision?
Oh, she doesn't have dark vision.
Build is just that session for you.
There's a torchlight, though.
I see just complete darkness.
Can we talk
That is-
about that 20 though? Like that 20 initiative though? This bitch is awake. she heard a twig snap and just went.
Caldon, you guys hear Caldon speaking into the darkness, and he says, claiming lost and found.
Oh.
I can't. Caldon's normal response would be, that's mine, drop it. But all I could think of for not coherent is claiming lost and found. God, this is going to be the worst session for Caldon ever.
Jasper, do I need to roll new initiative or no?
No, you're unconscious.
No, you are fine.
I will be out of this. Okay, just want to clarify. I will be here if you need me.
Damn. Delete your initiative. And what's causing you to roll like that, my friend?
Jasper, would you permit a check for Caldon?
What kind of check?
May I take some kind of check to see if I know what kind of creature this is? I could give you history. See if I've ever encountered something like this in another plane. I mean, I'm willing to take other checks that I don't have proficiencies in, but like, that's what I'm coming up with.
Give me, would say just straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence. All right, this is gonna stink. We lost Jasper. His camera.
I'll be right back.
I did not mean to roll that, but 19.
I fucked it up.
There we go. I see Jasper again.
Welcome back, everyone. I mean me.
Oh, and now... Oh, because they're refreshing. Got it.
Yeah.
So, on a straight-up intelligence, 19. First high roll of the goddamn night.
Well, I mean, that's good, though.
I will say, in your travels,
Danny,
as
if you're
vast
talking,
and
you're
as
on mute.
wondrous as they have been, I put him on the fucking map layer.
There he is.
As vast and as wide as your travels have been, you've never seen a creature like this. One so gaunt and emaciated. Sure, skeleton iconography is often seen in other forms of magic and demonology, but this is unique in its own esoteric way. Do.
But surely I've heard of something that matches this with that high of an intelligence roll.
Only in dreams, unfortunately. Only in dreams.
That's bullshit. Caldon doesn't dream. It's
But
legitimately
you've
a
heard of
rule.
dreams. That you've heard of dreams.
No, I mean,
people
he
tell
would
you
know what
about them.
dreams are.
Yeah, you're familiar
I've
with the
be-
concept.
I built into his backstory that he wasn't 100% a Kalastar at birth.
Seren, you have the first move. As we get
When you
the
almost
real
start choking on a
combat
fry, I was
started.
like, oh god. How fast do our horses move?
I still can't see anything.
40 feet. I don't know frick why.
Like, everything around you is black, you can't see your character either?
Yep, everything's just black.
Is it,
You know, does
is it
the
nighttime?
Pharaoh token not have vision? No, the Pharaoh token has vision.
No, he
His
was asking
icon
that to
spell?
himself, Shannon.
Oh.
Which
You
part?
should be able to see stuff. I don't know why you're not.
Oh, there it is.
You
Where
can see
were
now.
you?
Now I see it. I don't know.
Were you all the way on the other side of the map where it was all black?
Probably.
Alrighty.
I
How
see it.
how
Come in-
fast do horses go? Where's Mabel? Mabel, where's your running
40 feet.
stat? 40, only 40 feet? I can get
Unless
there.
you use your action to make them dash.
Okay, and we're prone,
why do
right?
the
So we
horses
only
come with
have
us?
our...
Because you
We're
were
prone.
sleeping before now.
Yeah. No, that's totally cool. That's totes cool. Okay. My usual running speed is 40, I believe. Let's see. No, 35. How we split in 35?
How do you mean? Just go 20.
Okay. Okay, let me see if I could see. Just make it out in the darkness because I can kind of see at the edges of my wow, dark vision really goes that far.
60 feet.
Fuck. That's really damn cool, guys. The effect looks awesome. How do
For most of you, other than Caldon, who is lit from the back, you can almost barely make out this thing, Caldon.
Yep. Doesn't matter to him.
It is in pure darkness.
Wait, she started from here. Let me
If
make
it
sure
wasn't
I'm
for
going
the
right
fact
there.
that its beating heart and flames are illuminating it slightly, you'd be as blind as anyone else would.
By the way, when Caldon would have taken off in that direction, he would have popped his shield.
Of course.
Popped his shield, drew his sword, and then Echo slingshot.
I see him. Okay.
Yup.
You can't escape my fucking eyes, bitch. I'm going to slam my staff into the ground, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire at I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on this guy right here.
What's the DC?
My DC is 14.
So you let loose this blazing ball of radiant starlight, and as you do, it sort of cracks up its neck towards you as the starlight around it seems to be absorbed into this center of mass, crushing it under its own black weight. It made the deck save.
Okay. I was like, fuck. Okay. Motherfucker. That's fine. Okay. I think that's all I can do unless I can do a bonus action, which is gas. I'm just gonna pull up some magic stones for my bonus action.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
So, is Caldon actually suffering from the frightened condition, or it's not, or the thing it did stop me from moving any further. I would like
You're
to
currently
know.
suffering from the frightened condition.
Got it. Okay.
Wait, I'm so sorry. No, I don't think that I can. Oh, wait, no, that's guidance. Let me look at Magic Stone. Okay, it is a bonus action. Cool. Okay, and we talked about it before as when I summon them. Can I summon them and summon one and then sling it? Or.
No, the sling's going to be on a different turn.
Got it. That's okay. I got 3 floating stones.
Farah, your move.
Okay, how far can I move? Can I move next to Caldon?
So you are currently prone because you just woke up.
Can I dash
Yes.
to get there?
Yes.
That's a bonus action, too.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I can't click on my character. Maybe, hold on. So I will dash to get, like, here. I have a question. We're in, like, dark shadows, right?
Yes, a creature. Unfortunately, you do not have dark vision, so this is in darkness.
No.
Which means.
No, I have Skulker. Dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on
Fair enough.
deck relying on sight.
Fair enough.
So would I not have disadvantage while making a throwing attack?
Sure, go ahead.
Also,
That's cool. What the fuck?
also, does this give away my position?
Oh, it absolutely will.
What? It says when you are hidden from a creature and miss it with a ranged weapon attack, making it.
You're standing in front of it, babe.
That is direct line of sight.
Does the creature have dark vision?
Probably.
No. But.
I'm saying with my feet, if I miss with my attack, he shouldn't be able to see. Where
Yeah, but
I
you are
am.
standing out in the open, which kind of does defeat the purpose.
Okay.
If someone shot me with a silenced pistol and then stood in the hallway, I would turn to see them.
Okay, but like if we're in the shadows, we're in darkness.
He's going to be coming at me anyway. Him seeing you is not going to be an issue.
All right, whatever.
Plus,
I'm
I
just
have
saying.
I have interception. If he tries to hit you, I could take it.
I'm just saying. Well, because I use my dash, I can't use my fucking
Bonus knife.
Yeah, I can't use my bonus knife. But
Currently,
we'll still
Merrick is
use
not
the
providing
first
sneak
knife.
attack because he is unconscious.
I mean, we'll still use the first knife, so let's do that.
Merrick unconsciously trying to grab at the demon's leg.
Oh,
Natural
Alright.
20. You strike at center of mass, winging it in one of its rib cages. It kind of like looks down before pulling out the knife quickly with one of its arms.
Damn, it's probably not gonna be going for rolling anymore.
It stares at you.
oh, I
Anything else
rolled
for
the
your
off
turn?
soul knife by mistake. Oopsie.
Roll the normal soul knife damage then,
All right.
but we'll keep the crit.
So
Well, how do I
just
get
roll
to the-
2d6.
Okay.
2d6 plus your dex.
So. Oh. And then plus
Plus
my
your dex.
4.
So 4 total or 8.
8.
Yeah, 8. Well, it's fucking 9 with my. Oh my god. That's whatever. 8 or 9, whatever.
All right.
That doesn't matter.
Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm just gonna cry.
So the thing
Level 1, angry.
walks past Merrick, almost in like a half sort of gate. He's gonna move here.
Oh, lovely.
You see all 6 of its arms fly out in these blazing red claws, and he's gonna make some attacks against the both of you.
That's great.
2 on Caldon. 14.
Nothing.
Especially
19.
Shan.
Nothing.
Shan, don't forget about your uncanny dodge.
Yeah, I know.
14 and 19 do not hit Caldon.
Farah. 18.
That hits.
17.
That hits.
Okay,
All right,
then,
so from the first...
okay, I'm going to, after he rolls damage on the first one, I will use Interceptor on the first one.
So, Farah, you're gonna take 9 slashing and
Yeah.
4 psychic damage.
Yeah, 13. Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to do Interceptor against that.
You're going to take 9 slashing and 3 psychic.
It also adds my proficiency bonus, so it's 4 total shaved off of it.
9 damage.
Okay, so
9 damage total. You're taking.
Also, Farah, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
oh great.
Can she uncanny dodge every reaction?
One
Or is
reaction per turn.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's what I meant. Or is it? I thought it was like maybe a long rest thing. Oh my god.
So Ren, I will also need you to make this wisdom save.
Not me.
8.
You already made it.
Oh.
Farah, you are frightened as you get as this thing gets close to you. It bears down on you, and the sound kind of drains from your ears, and all you see is this.
Yep. Makes sense.
Seren, same
What
sort
about
of
the
effect.
second attack?
The second attack is going to be 17 to hit, and that's going to be 10 slashing, 4 psychic.
Okay, and uncanny dodge, baby. So that's what, 5?
Yes. 7. 10 plus 4 is 7.
To reiterate, 10 plus 4 is 14. Half is 7.
7. Oh.
Sorry, listeners.
What did I say?
You said 10 plus
You
4
said
is 7.
10.
All right.
Oh,
So,
no.
Farah, Seren, Caldon, you were all frightened of it.
Your girl is like half dead.
Kefkin's gonna go.
So
He's going to. Oh no, he never regened his spell slots.
So that's fun. I'm at 17 hit points.
10, 15. He's gonna move behind that one, and he's going to cast that. So he waves his wand and a twister emerges, flinging towards the creature. It's going to be centered. I need an air elemental for this. Thank you, air elemental. Just go ahead and stand in there for a damage block. Boop. And what was that?
I was trying to see what Dust Devil is. Oh, thank you.
Choose an occupied 5-foot cube. That's much better. An elemental force that resembles a dust devil appears on the cube and lasts for the spell's duration. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the dust devil must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 1d8.
So it's
gonna
like
center it.
Cloud of Daggers, but wind themed.
Yes.
Okay.
As he says, he's gonna say, "Everyone away from the thing!" He also says, "That's what I saw! That's the creature!" Let's see. Unfortunately, Caldon, I'm gonna need you to make this initial strength save.
Initial strength save?
You're only gonna take 1 damage from the wind, unfortunately, because the boy rolled real shit.
Okie dokie. Can I interceptor on myself?
Unfortunately, you've already used your reaction for this turn. Caldon, you are a frightened boy. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Do that before
to
anything
not
in my
being
turn?
frightened.
Okay.
Yes, I will make sure if it's at the beginning or end of turn.
Come on.
It would be at the end of your turn, so that'll take effect afterwards.
Okay. Which means I'm at disadvantage for all my attacks.
And approaching it.
Well, I'm already here, so... Or do I have to go away?
No, you do not have to move away. You just cannot move willingly towards.
All right. I'm going to take 2 attacks against it.
All right. Keep in mind you're also in range of the elemental or the dust devil.
I don't know what that means.
If you end your turn here, you will take more damage.
Oh, I don't plan on ending my turn here.
Okay. Roll me attacks with disadvantage.
Oof.
The Dust Devil hits everything in a 5-foot cube, right? Sorry, I'm asking a question.
It's within 5 feet, but yeah, I'm just gonna make it circles just because. It stands in a 5-foot cube, but it hits everything within 5 feet of that cube.
All right, I'm just gonna take 2 attacks against it, and then I'm gonna swap places with my Echo.
All right.
Whoop.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, I rolled that with disadvantage.
A 16 will hit.
Hey, I'm gonna roll a second attack.
An 8 will not. So what happens is you slash out at this creature with your silvered sword. You draw a stroke across its bones, and it reacts to you angrily. And then it prepares to rear up against another attack against you.
I'm gonna activate the slasher feat against it, so it loses 10 feet of movement.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna be moving anymore.
I don't think it's gonna be moving anymore either. But Farah can get out of there too. So you know what? Okay, I'm gonna
fine. I have
use.
my cutting action.
I'm gonna use bonus action, swap with Echo. And then before I end my turn, my Echo is going to move here.
All right.
Double time it backwards.
Seren.
I'm trying so hard to speak incoherently.
Okay, so do I have to? Am I still feared, or do I have to make a wisdom saving throw or anything?
You have to make a. You have to roll to be unfrightened at the end of your turn.
Okay. So when I'm frightened, I just can't move any closer to it, right?
Correct.
Cool.
You also have disadvantage on attacks against it.
Cool. Bitch. She's going to be filled with the supernatural fear, and she's going to be also really angry because she sees what mind games are going on, despite the fear that's like shaking in her. She's going to grab her staff with her trembling hand, and she's going to smash it on the ground again. And the moon is going to glow a little bit brighter in the sky, and then a giant moonbeam is going to go right on the creature.
Not gonna lie, when she mentioned the moon was gonna shine bright, I'm like, she's moonbeaming this bitch.
All right, roll the moonbeam.
Calling
Roll
in
the
orbital
moonbeam.
laser.
Called it in orbital laser. Beep bop. One day maybe I'll ask if I can flavor this to Starbeam instead, because that'd be really cool for it to come from one of the stars and then just laser beam.
If you want to be Starbeam, it's Starbeam.
Hell yeah, it's Starbeam now, guys. We're fuck this spell. It's Starbeam now.
So where would you like that centered?
Here, let me click it first. I'm sorry, guys.
Seren, use Swift.
I'm gonna cast it at.
It is a 5-foot radius, correct?
What happens if I cast it at a higher level?
It deals more damage.
Cool. I'm gonna cast it at level 3.
Where would you like to center it?
I'm gonna center it right on the bad boy. Let me get it for you. Let me first. It makes me roll for it first. If I want to click it, I'm gonna center it right here.
That gonna hurt.
Right there. That it's within a 5
So unfortunately,
foot.
we'll have to pick a square.
I'll have to pick a square. Okay. I'm gonna pick this one right here. No, I'm gonna pick this one.
Please don't hit Merrick.
All right.
Because he's gonna have to. He's really big. He's gonna have to back out if he wants to move away from you guys. So yeah, I'm popping him
He
right
does not
here.
like that.
Nope.
I would figure he wouldn't.
Whatchamacallit. And she's just gonna stare. Oh, and she's also going to use her bonus action to shift into her, shift into her chalice form, which I imagine is very similar to other star form, but instead it's she's filled with light blue and soft green stars and stars within. Super soothing, super ASMR. And she's just gonna glare into that thing's eyes while like shaking in her skin.
Magic the Dungeoning ASMR.
Go, Bill.
Anything else for you, Saren? You see this thing rear back, wince in pain as the star beam comes down. It seems to light with this sort of like bright flame from the stars, and it seems to actually feel this above all else. Farah, what's up for you?
So we're gonna attack with my soul knife.
You have disadvantage. Also, Saren, roll a wisdom save.
Wait, what about flanking with the... Oh, well, then never mind, Echo. Never mind, ignore me.
And it would just offset it. You would just attack normally, that's all.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit? I'm sorry, you said a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Christ.
13.
You can barely conjure the blade as you lash out at the thing, and it just kind of poofs into dust before you're able to like make contact.
And then
Surrender's still frightened.
Okay, real quick.
And then
Bill
as a
has been trying to
bonus
ask something.
Yeah, what's up, Will?
Just real quick, Shan.
Sorry, let Shannon was talking. She can finish her thing.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna disengage.
Not a bad idea. Because you can fight from range.
And I go here.
Yeah, the only reason I wanted to say, because Bill was trying to say something before Saren's turn was over, and
I have a question.
Sure.
Is swapping places with my Echo get around the fearful, get around frightened?
Unfortunately not.
As in, can I swap to a spot where
You're far away enough to not be frightened.
no?
So with
no,
the frightened condition, you cannot willingly approach the thing, and moving towards it via echo or through movement is still moving towards it.
Okay.
Because you had the intention of moving towards it.
What if my intention is to protect Merrick?
Unfortunately, your fear is stronger than your will to defend.
That is bullshit, and you know
It's
it.
magical.
This isn't regular
Magic.
darkness. This
And
is
then I have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
correct.
Okay. Oh, I have disadvantage on oopsie.
So a 3's not gonna cut it, unfortunately.
No, but
well, no, Jasper, hang on. That was rolled with
I
disadvantage.
rolled with disadvantage.
But
by
it's still
mistake.
the left
It's
number.
still like the left number.
Oh,
which
it's
is
dumb.
what we
Yeah,
usually
because
go
the
by.
first one, yeah, whenever you rolled twice, which is why,
that's
Merrick,
weird, though,
when you rolled that on accident before, it wasn't a big deal.
If I
First
may
letters.
counter argument. Look at her attack on disadvantage. She just rolled. The 24 was the left one. Wasn't highlighted. The 13 was.
Right, which means the 20, but that was counting for disadvantage. It will highlight the number that is the lowest, but we've always gone by the left number.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's
we
the
always go with the
first
left number.
Yeah, the first number is like the first dice that
Trust
was rolled,
me.
and the second number is the second dice that is rolled.
Trust me, I want her to pass this. If anybody needs to pass this, it's her or
Yeah,
Seren. Calder could be
no.
frightened the whole time, but
It's whatever.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
Anything else for your move, Farah?
No.
So it's gonna move here.
my Echo is going to do a reactionary attack so they can't protect Seren.
Certainly.
This
Yeah,
is
fair.
why I need...
Wait, will the Echo be able to do that because you're feared?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
attack
but
of opportunity with
the Echo isn't
disadvantage.
feared himself with an object, and it's an attack of opportunity.
I have to check one thing real quick. This is going to sound...
It's as if you were making the attack, therefore it's made with a
Yeah,
disadvantage.
that's what I figured. And I was just reading that. It says you...
I mean, hey, if you get an attack against it, might as well. Even if it's
Yeah, do
at
it.
disadvantage, you know.
14's just not gonna cut it. Or 12's not gonna cut it.
Yeah.
All right, so Seren.
Mhm.
You think you hear it as it like lurches up to you faster than you can really react to it. It is on top of you. It
Oh, wait, did it take damage on its turn when it started its turn in the fire?
yes.
Okay.
What
It does not like you.
does it? What it says something on. It says something guttural and deep. What do you think it says?
Just in general, or?
Yes, it says something you can't quite catch. Make it out.
It's playing on your worst nightmare. What would be the worst thing for this
Oh,
thing
okay,
to
that's
say to you?
right. Okay. Why would Seren fear? I haven't thought Seren this far. Whatchamacallit? Probably that. Okay, she would hear the prophecies of the Dark One's return. He would probably say something, a prophecy about the Dark One's return.
The Dark One's return.
He does not like that at all.
What's your armor class, Seren?
Not much.
Rip.
Question, Will?
Non-existent.
You can just go ahead and hit me because I have a 12 armor class. Like,
So all 4
you
of these are going to hit. As it goes to the caster of the Starbeam and rends your flesh from your bones, you're going to take 7 slashing and 5 psychic from the first attack.
Okay, wait, hold up. Can you give that all to me? How much is that together?
12.
12 minus 12. Okay.
Minus 12.
Okay.
You're going to take 15 from the second.
Minus 15.
18 from the third.
I'm down.
Did the 4th hit?
Yep.
Yeah,
Third hit.
she's squishy.
Did the 4th attack hit her?
You might kill us,
hit
Red.
me. Oh, shit. Wait, I don't.
Yes.
You take an auto failed 2 death saves.
Why?
Because the 4th attack hit you, so it's like a coup de grace.
Log out.
I see.
Hey, Rutro.
What row? Rat row, guys.
Can I get over my fear, please?
Nope, magical, and you just saw it take down a really strong party member. Ooh, bye, Seren. This is gonna be fun.
Shit. Iron Kefkin can approach. What is he gonna do? So your moonbeam disappears. Yeah?
No, that's so stupid, but Caldon's so dumb.
The Seren falls to the ground, and it lands one clawed hand on it. It's hunched over, and then it looks up at the both of you.
Jasper, I'm gonna
and then
message
just
you on
reaches
Discord.
out.
Bye, you guys. Ooh, I forgot I have to mark down. I have 2 automatic death saving throws, and I have not been rolling well tonight. It's okay. This tends to happen.
We in a bit of trouble.
As a reaction, can I dash to take one of those attacks?
Fortunately not.
Why not?
Kefkin, it's your move.
It's just like disengage, but reverse. It's uncanny.
I think the
valley, but
maddest I'll be is like that I drew
no
her
problem.
world for nothing.
Jasper, please check Discord.
The only issue is, Seren didn't just lose one of her meat shields, she lost both. I have been out
I
of this
should have
combat
summoned the
whole
polar
time.
bear. I was like,
couldn't do
moonbeam or solar bear or roller
Just
or polar bear.
give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Should've done
You'll see
polar
on your
bear.
turn.
it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Everyone in advance, I am role-playing Caldon, and I want that to be clear.
Alright, so it's going to
Yo,
make
I got
a
nothing.
strength saving throw.
I roleplayed Merrick.
Failed! 5, 10. Yay! Dust
Yay!
Devil! As Kefkin brings around his Dust Devil, it enters the space and it's able to be blown away about 10 feet. Kefkin says with trembling voice, You will not have her! Roll
Merrick, wake up.
damage.
I am just out of this combat.
Hey! Caldon.
Okay, I have got 2 questions. The first one is, can I move my echo towards this thing?
Yes.
Okay. Secondly, thumbs up or thumbs down?
So you hear in your head through mind link, What is it worth to you?
These three mean to multiverse to me, and you know that.
You son
My
of a
life for
bitch.
theirs.
Don't you dare!
He did it. He's playing Caldon.
Wait,
He
hold
is
on. But
playing
wait. So I want it to be clear. With this thing pushed back, do I think I can protect Seren? Caldon, that is an ultimatum. He will only call Caldon complete if that is a final option. By the way, what I messaged Jasper is, can Caldon trade his life for Seren's?
So, as you say this, I'm gonna have you take your turn.
Okay. Okay, I know I'm frightened
roll
of this
an
thing.
initiative.
I know Caldon's frightened, but can I go grab Seren and pull her back? While I move the
You could
Echo
have
into
the
attack.
Echo. You could have the Echo do it.
Okay, I'm gonna have the Echo stand in front of her. So it's gonna stand like here in front of it, and then I'm gonna make attacks against it. So like,
All right.
I want it to be clear. Does Caldon think that's an option? I'll give, so thumbs up is Caldon thinks he could do that.
The voice in your head presented it as if it were. Swear to me.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Your choice, Bill.
Okay, I'm gonna take the rest of my turn. Did not mean to roll. Okay, perfect.
Oh, 23 will hit.
Okay, I will roll the second attack.
Take your pick.
A 9 will not.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Action surge.
Okay.
Like, at the same time, while Caldon is thinking about this, he's almost offended that Caldon complete would ask for that. That this other Caldon would ask for that. And I'm going to make 2 more attacks against it. By the way, slasher feet on it, so 10 feet less movement.
Question: does the silver sword does any extra damage on it, or does it seem like the silver sword is hurting him more?
So take your pick on that, 15 or 15.
The 15 will hit.
Okay.
Thank God.
Caldon's doing something. Hey!
Hey! Hello!
Caldon, in his mind, says, I will get back to you on that one. And then, you know what? I'm going to do end of turn reaction, because realistically, if Caldon regains his faculties, absolutely not. But Mad Caldon, seeing his friends dying, would consider it.
I'm just annoyed that I can't get off.
I want it to be clear. I thought about that. It is something Caldon would consider for you 3. You are worth more to him than he is worth to himself. Not a sad way. Not a sad way. I want that to be clear. So I get a wisdom save against that?
Yes.
Okay. Back on advantage, please. Come on.
Big oof.
Yeah, definitely. 9
This
and
makes
3.
me regret. I will say this whole instance is making me regret not saying what I wanted to say earlier as Seren, but
Which was?
I'll tell you guys on my turn.
So, at the top of the order, Seren, I need you to make a death saving throw.
I think Seren's dead.
Yeah, now that Caldon's turn is over, because I didn't want to put any extra
With-
stuff in his
with
head.
Caldon-
Wouldn't it be funny if I just died right now and it was too late? It
Don't
would've
jinx
been turn.
it! Oh my God!
That would be so funny.
She's dead.
Ah!
I told you not to jinx it.
Caldon, seeing the life ebb out of her, says, you can bring her back and kill this thing. Yours. 100%, I promise.
So we're losing a party character no matter what.
Let's see. What did I roll
Way to
for
kill the
that?
party, DM.
Hey, nothing said DMs have to be merciful.
Nothing ever said that. But
Yeah,
Caldon,
this is fun.
Caldon's like, deal accepted. Save her and kill this thing, and I'm yours.
So, you hear the beginning of a sentence, but then it's overtaken by another voice. You hear calling out from the distance. You hear some sort of magical incantation. Yeah.
Didn't think you'd have to have a token for him tonight, did you?
You hear from a luminous beam of energy lance out, a guiding bolt pierce through the creature. It seems to scream in fear and turn as you hear the words, "Back away, beast! You should not have these outsiders!" The creature on its turn turns and then scuttles up the ravine wall, vanishing from sight. You have an attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Switch to disadvantage. This is a time to crit.
Oh, so close.
Oh, so close.
It's all right. I assume miss.
Yes, as it just barely reaches it. It moves too fast, like almost
it
like
leaves-
a smoke cloud with
It leaves.
physicality.
Caldon immediately in his head goes, deals off.
You hear no response.
Caldon readies himself.
So at this, as the thing flees, Soren, you think of, you have a vision of home. What is home like? Or how do you remember it?
It's home is paradise. Though the nights can be long, sometimes they can be hard, and they can be full of hidden mysteries and dangers. Home is the feeling of my tribe.
What do you miss most?
I think I'm going to miss my best friend and my mother.
You think of their faces. You hum their names in your mind, calling out to anyone who can save you, and you find yourself in this space. Vast, wide, like a mirrored pool over an endless sky of stars. You would first think, this is the afterlife, but no, this feels different. This is a space between spaces, a blind eternity, a void. And you find yourself floating adrift here. Meanwhile, you see this figure approach the rest of you. This elf emits from the silhouette. He first kneels down at Merrick's side and casts Lesser Restoration. Merrick, you wake up from your slumber with a start. Still in your wolf form, still hostile, but none worse for wear. Rise, my friend. You are safe now.
I would like to note that still is a problem, though, because I am below half hit points. Bloodlust
Oh
is
yeah,
still a
he's just a
thing.
frenzy.
Wouldn't
now,
you
isn't he?
lose your wolf form when you go unconscious?
Let me check that. I think that's actually the case.
Usually things like that happen with transformations.
Let me look. Let me look.
I'm trying not to get this good Samaritan fucking killed.
Here,
Rise, my friend.
information.
Eats face.
The figure then approaches the rest of you.
You automatically revert to normal form if you fall unconscious.
Okay, good.
Switching.
Who
Done.
is this?
He begins to approach past Merrick, and as he passes by Merrick, Merrick seems to rise to his feet.
Ish. Merrick is not
You're not.
happy at the moment.
Is this? This is definitely an elf. This is not who I think
This
it
is
might
definitely
be.
an elf. You see this tawny brown skin and these horns like an ox jutting from their forehead. A shield made of bone and an axe made of stone at their side as they approach all of you with this sort of glowing aura about them, pumping full of green magic.
Caldon's echo is on defense. He would be holding Seren. Like have her like
Yeah.
propped up. Like 2 shakes of a lamb's leg.
You may lower your weapons. I am not here to hurt you. I
Not
believe
watching
I am
you.
just-
Oh god, how would he say he's on guard for something else? Thanks to go bump in the night. I'm trying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, audience.
Oh, it's just
What's that one mod? This is a right to carry house or something like that.
Have a right to bear arms.
He sheathes his, the axe falling in place with the shield and the shield plunking onto their back.
The echo's still on watch, but Caldon motions him to come over.
I am called Balus. I could hear your fighting from a distance, and I came running as soon as I could. He passes by Seren, and he kind of pauses for a moment, holding out a hand as he glows with this sort of faint magical ability. Then he pulls back his hand and looks to the rest of you with concern. The creature did this?
Indeed. Well, I'm not there. Sorry.
Caldon nods.
Then we do not have time. I will explain everything on the way, but you must follow me.
Can we ride our horses to get there quicker?
Aye.
Calling shotgun. He hefts Seren over his shoulder.
A fireman
bitch.
carry?
Literally. Well, because like the thing is,
She's wearing a dress. Treat her gently. Oh, it's actually a robe. Treat her very gently.
okay. Caldon princess carries her over to a horse.
Thank you.
Caldon does this in the dumbest way possible. Caldon princess carries her over to a horse, puts his echo on top of the horse, and then swaps places with the echo so he's sitting on the horse, and then rides. Still holding Seren and the reins in his hands.
Merrick gets up and he does hear this, but he just gets up, he says nothing, and walks to his horse.
How would Caldon tell everyone to mount up?
Good question.
Merrick doesn't know what the fuck happened. He just woke up and his friend
cheerio.
is dead. Or knocked out. I don't know if he knows she's dead.
Hip hop, clip clop, go go.
Your friend is not dead, but she will be very soon, lost to an endless sleep, if we do not save her soon. So as soon as you are all mounted up, the person, Balus, he conjures some more magic and summons a sort of phantasmal sort of steed before him.
Wait.
Be not afraid of riding by night. I assure you that creature will not trouble us thus far. And he begins to leave the ravine.
Merrick rides out, and I'm sorry, Merrick rides out. Well, Merrick does ride out. Caldon looks at Farah, and you've heard him that he's not speaking correctly, so like something's off. And Caldon says, "Isolation chamber."
I just look at him that like he has 4 heads.
Meditation zone to sit alone.
Farah might be a detective, but she's still lost.
Just a bit. So I assume you will follow this person.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you begin to ride off in the distance, Kefkin just kind of... He takes a moment to sigh.
You straight up did not want one of us to die. That's why you were like, I need to put a Deus Ex Machina in here right now. I cannot let Caldon kill himself.
There was a finite number of rounds.
Ah.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately. One too many.
Yeah.
Hey, man. You know how many times Fish has died in Curse of Strahd?
That actually raises a question, Danny. Who would you bring in if Soren actually did die?
There's
Currently,
one.
she's still biting the dust.
Agreed. I'm just more so curiosity for me. Like, if Merrick dies, I'm bringing in a paladin.
If
Oh,
Caldon
for
dies,
me,
I'm bringing a cleric.
I have the exact character who is a warlock of the weapon kind.
A hexblade?
Hexblade?
Yeah. Hexblade Tiefling Warlock who's a treasure hunter who got a hold of planeswalking.
What did you say, Shannon?
I want to be a barbarian.
Barbarians are really fun.
I mean, good.
Recommend.
Shannon goes from being a psychic damage dealer to just a straight up rip your face off damage dealer.
Let's grab all of this, Control C, and then let's grab all of this and
I would say
Control
for me, if I would
V.
have played a barbarian, I would probably either be a zealot or a what's the one? The ancestral. I can't
Ancestral
remember the-
Guardian.
That's what it was. Yes, thank
Path
you.
of the Ancestral Guardian.
Yep, I'd probably do one of those
So
two.
it's a really strong barbarian class.
Yeah.
The zealot
It
one
does
just interests
it does
me a
what
lot.
Caldon wants to do, but at reactions instead of Caldon just summoning up an echo.
Right. Although I do want to play a divination wizard too, so like we'll see how this goes.
And 40. Yay!
I do have.
I guess Jasper is open to us being creative, because I pulled that out of my ass.
I was just kind of like, oh no, bro!
I
never-
mean, it was a solution.
I'll say, out of all the games I've played in as a player with DMs, I've never seen a DM not reward creativity.
What am I, a sociopath?
There are some DMs out there that are like that.
Yeah, I would have hated for Caldon to go that way though.
I'm still
but
questioning that, to be honest.
I would have hated for Caldon to go that way though for one reason. He just found out he's not real and immediately is just like, fuck it, I'm not worth anything.
I don't see.
Self-worth in the trash.
No, Caldon would feel that way right now. But he's
Right.
too focused on Princess to worry about it.
Are we
So-
there yet?
By the time you
The stars,
arrive at...
Caldon's writing, the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
So,
That isn't
you
green.
arrive by dawn,
My
but
word.
you ride non-stop and arrive at this encampment. I will now do this.
Ooh. I like this.
Stable your horses. We walk from here. Goodbye. And there. So it still needs to stay. It's still a bit dark out.
How long has it been since Caldon's madness?
It's been about 4 hours.
Okay.
Big oof.
Ooh, are people starting to hit exhaustion faces yet?
Not yet.
No.
Ooh.
So the figure begins to...
Oh, wait, it
So
doesn't matter. Hopped it.
Bayless begins to approach through the... towards the camp.
I'm assuming we all follow. Yes.
Merrick is just following silently. He is not talking.
And as you approach, you come to this ring of stones, and with a small fire in the middle of it, lit by some sort of magical green flame. As soon
Green
as
flame. Sorry.
as soon as Your ally reaches this ring. He kneels and says, Mother Hadra, it has returned. Hadra then raises her head and she picks up her staff, sort of like careening on it in her old age. Her horns much wider and fuller, almost like a stag or a deer's.
Caldon would Caldon know if it's okay to offer his echo as a thing to lean on to walk her?
She sees you begin to gesture, but then she holds up her hand silently to sort of soothe the gesture. Were any taken? She asks simply.
I hold Seren out towards her.
Bring her to me.
I walk her over.
So, Mother Hadra brushes Soren's forehead. One trapped in a world of nightmares, felled by the Atonia. We call out to you, creatures of light, creatures of bloom. Return her to us. And as she says this, her hand ignites with this sort of green, more of this sort of like luminous green fire. And yeah, that's what we're going with. Danny, roll me a D100.
Okay.
Actually, I should probably ask this question first. Soren.
Yeah.
You find yourself you're walking down an endless road, and you're trying to map all of the starlight around you. And it's difficult, but all these constellations, you don't recognize them, and this trail you're on has no end in sight. It's wondrous as it is vast and eternal. You start to forget your life before. You think you'd make your friends proud, you'd make your mother proud by doing this, your great work. It is when you hear a beckoning, almost like a call from behind you. Something wants your attention. Almost calling you back away from your great work. How do you respond?
She's already has like a new stone in her hand that she's marking with pencil or like an ink or some kind of utensil marking out different stones and stuff like that of particular ones she's seen. And I think she would pause there for a little while. Horn. Breathing that this is best. She needs to continue. Give me one moment. She turns around to see who's calling her because she remembers the wise woman of her circle's words to, while you're always looking towards the stars, remember to mind your footing. And so she turns back to see who is calling to her.
Roll me a D100. Wow, I couldn't have. Interesting. So, as Hadra ignites the flame, Soren's body also does the same as it ignites in fire. And she is fully engulfed, only to return with full hit points under a different race. Reincarnated.
What?
As a wood elf. Middling horns on the forehead.
I mean, okay.
Huh.
Can we
First
talk
time-
about how that's literally perfect? Did you plan? Did you?
Merrick actually,
Jasper,
for
did
now,
you plan that?
How does Caldon question if this is? I'm in the 30-day return policy with the receipt. What's this?
You see someone, as the flames fade into embers, you see a person that looks unlike Soren in a way, but then you look closer, looking past your immediate surprise, and the way the face lays, the hair, the size, the shape, it has to be her. All the bones are there. It must be. Soren, you rouse to consciousness under this new surprise. You rub your eyes and feel something atop your head. Almost like a crown of bone.
Yes, Queen.
And you feel your ears, no longer those long, droopy ones, more of the almost like fawn-like fur at the ends of them, pointed still.
Caldon would
An
have
elf,
awoken as
all
like
of the same.
Caldon would have awoken as like a tricreen.
Good morning, Hadra says to you. What is your name?
Ren.
Ah, the one called Soren has decided to return to us.
Caldon starts tearing up and crying. A little bit. It's just like a...
I assure you, though the face is
where are we?
different. You are among friends. Sit.
I wave.
I imagine you are all quite labored and tired from your journey, from your encounter with the Atonia.
What time of day is it?
Dawn.
Okay. So I missed yet. Where's the creature that came down upon us? She also, Serena's now covered with gnarly fucking claw scars. Just saying,
Actually,
y'all.
you
Update art.
aren't.
How does...
You are fresh as a newborn baby.
How does
Damn, that would've
Caldon...
been so cool.
The problem is I didn't want to talk this session because I didn't feel like doing Incoherent, but Incoherent's been a lot of fun, actually. Caldon points at Balasar. Did he say his name was?
Bayless. Or
I'm
Ballas.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Bayless. He points at Bayless and he went, Honor put up a lost and found flyer and chased him away.
Hadra raises an eyebrow at this and looks to the others.
Caldon thinks he's just like, he's the one who chased him away.
Can I make a
Can I make a
medicine
perception check to Caldon?
Insight check would be
Insight?
appropriate.
Sure.
Caldon's gone a bit loopy for some reason. Maybe the thing scared the shit out of him so badly. It's same sort of the situation. Something's wrong with Caldon. Maybe the encounter, maybe the recent demise of a friend. Something has cracked.
I
He's not yet healed.
I reach my
Merrick
hands toward him
knows.
and I make a motion.
Can I say one thing coherently?
One word.
Can I get 4?
2.
2. You
Three.
start gesturing toward him, and like Soren's looking him up and down, and he looks at Merrick, who's just like, he doesn't look great, and Caldon like steps back and goes, not real. And he takes a big swallow, a huge sigh, and he starts walking away, and he summons his echo, and his echo is still this 5'2" curly-headed woman who is wearing like a skirt and holding a battle axe.
Caldon.
Something's off.
Did his echo always look like that?
No. It's supposed to look like him.
Yeah.
Not the curly hair woman. I think.
Interesting.
You guys would have heard
Would I
Caldon.
have the assumption that I would know that the curly hair woman is Malio because she was in my brain.
She looks familiar to you, although you can't quite place it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Farah, to you, Malile is friend-shaped.
I just want to make it clear. I'm sorry, Caldon.
Mhm.
Because I realize it's hard to see on camera. She was gesturing you to come closer.
And
stuff like, did he
Caldon,
ignore that and turned away?
Caldon has stepped back. And he looks out towards the horizon, and the echo he summons is like at his back because he's currently a bit paranoid.
Yeah.
Your friend seems not worse for the wear. Seems off somewhat. It's
Well-
usually like this. Bayless intrigues.
Gonna get out of fucking bed. I'm
Would
gonna
Farah-
walk
would
closer to
Farah
him. I'm gonna
know-
cast Lesser Restoration on him. Don't give a fuck if I have to wrestle him.
Would Farah know
gonna
to
cast
try
this.
to gesture Caldon to write something down?
Merrick actually does speak up, even though he is.
You have a
He's-
bit of a
he's-
headache.
He's
A
fuming.
migraine almost.
Yeah, no, he's fuming. Merrick is pissed.
You had like the worst sleep of your life.
Yep. Oh, I bet
Right.
those days.
If I cast
Something's definitely off. And then Merrick basically goes.
I wouldn't have walked
go-
that far from the group.
Merrick actually
Okay,
goes
yeah,
into
no.
detail.
No, literally, Sagana's getting where the fuck she is, and she's like, "No, get over here, you motherfucker!" She's like placing her hands on
If
him.
you
and
approach
she's
him,
going-
he allows him to approach you. Oh god.
He
but
allows you to approach him.
Don't be difficult, and she's going to cast Lesser Restoration to see if it does anything.
Do you resist the touch attack of Caldon?
He does shiver at it. Like you touch him, he shakes kind of like an abused puppy. He's like,
It's
Oof.
only takes a moment, fortunately, but the lesser restoration extends and you end one condition on. Caldon, the magic takes effect on you for a moment and you're not quite sure what happened, but you turn towards the group and you see your echo, now back to yourself. Instead of Malile.
Place my hand on his forehead, and I look really deep into his eyes, and I look at his echo and back.
Caldon, these
Caldon.
are unfamiliar eyes.
So
but
do I no longer
Right.
have madness?
You no longer have madness.
Caldon looks at the group and says, I'm not the only Caldon. And then he just openly cries.
What?
Probably drops to his knees too. He's a very emotional moment now that he's not like losing his shit and his friends are relatively okay.
Farah goes to Caldon to like soothe him.
We all give him the big hugs. Except for Merrick, maybe? Who's...
Yes, no, and actually not because he's not trying to show emotion to Caldon. Merrick is not in the right state of mind what he had to just do.
Hmm.
Caldon would, after a couple of minutes when Caldon finally collects himself, he sits down and he's probably got his accent back by this point. Well, Merrick and I were on watch. We saw a figure up on one of the cliffs. I thought it was the thing that attacked. And I realized that no one's ever tried to talk to it. So I did. And the mysterious figure beckoned me up onto the cliffs. I left my echo down at the bottom so that this way, if there was ever trouble, I would just swap places and I'd be back near Merrick. I had all the thoughts. I had everything planned out. But what I wasn't prepared for was the fact that it was me.
Caldon,
But
what
there
do you
was-
mean?
I like scratch my head. What?
Sit down, kid. It's story time. Caldon.
You'll notice how Bayless kind of begins to, he nods to the group of you and he begins to like walk off.
You can stay. Doesn't matter to me.
I must return to watch,
Fair enough.
if only I could.
He sits
Thank you.
down and Caldon goes.
He nods like, y'all are okay, I guess.
Caldon sits down, whether on a log or on the ground, and he just goes, My spark ignited when I was hit by a blast from time magic. It's something that exists on my plane. We don't use it often, it's kinda taboo. Only the leader of the Sanctum of Farhill is actually allowed to use time magic. But when it hit me, my spark ignited. The only kind of evidence I've ever had is the fact that I've never run into another Caldon, but I've talked with another planeswalker named Teferi. He's an expert.
Teferi?
Yes, he's an expert on time magic. I heard of his name through the sages on my plane.
When did Teferi become an expert on time magic?
Well, apparently he's walked timelines a couple times.
Oh,
The only other person I could go find was someone named Sarkhan Vol, but I was told to actually kind of stay away from him. Teferi brought up the possibility that there's more than one me out there. And I've always said in the back of my mind that I might not even be real.
So
And I've
what you're
kind
saying-
of got my suspicions confirmed.
So what you're saying is there might be an infinite number of Caldon moons out in the multiverse, all planes walking around such and such.
Well, I know that there's more than two because he told me he's killed a few. And realistically, he's fighting his way up the food chain, absorbing the other ones as he goes. The only thing I know is that he's a dark reflection of me. So I assume he's got my powers.
Terrifying.
Infuriating is more like it. And Caldon just takes a seat and he goes, I did have a chance to offer my life for Seren's. Almost took it.
That would have been foolish.
Knowing there's more than one Caldon moon means there's more than one good me in this world. I have to hope that they're gonna live on and live up to what I'm trying to do.
If it's any consolation, there's no way to know if he's the true Caldon moon either.
Well, I do have one thing to say. Being here and meeting all of you, especially Caldon, has changed my life. And I would say that's pretty fucking real. So don't you dare ever think you're not real.
If Farah's sitting next to Caldon, he holds Farah's hand. He looks up he looks up at his echo that now looks like him again, and he says, the reason I think I might not be real is I'm curious if I'm an echo. That's all. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Of
But
course, that's how the echoes work.
Merrick actually chimes up. Do you bleed?
I haven't checked, to be honest. I literally
I stab with
rewrite
my real-
myself in my sleep and when I'm awake. I have no goddamn clue. I've never checked. I'm so dumb. Look,
He just says, Merrick just said, like,
I take out my real
if you
dagger.
bleed,
Well, do you want to check?
I think that means you're real.
I mean, to be fair, Caldon did have Merrick, like, touch a silver sword, so it's just his desserts.
No, remember, y'all don't know that Merrick and Caldon fought. Caldon doesn't even know Merrick fought him.
Nope, this is out of
does
character.
actually does
Look up.
Merrick look at Caldon with a little bit of disdain?
So, like when Farah had her dream, you don't remember much
Yeah.
of it.
Okay.
Although you do remember Caldon being extremely antagonizing.
Yeah. And Merrick is, like, he's human.
He's
Just
just
Caldon-
like,
It's kind of like you don't remember why you were fighting with them, but you're annoyed.
yeah.
Merrick is, like,
It's like when you wake up and you have like a fake argument in your head and you're just kind of like, damn, I'm gonna be mad at this person for no reason.
He should calm down a little bit because now that he's told you that other Caldons exist, you can't possibly think it was me.
Well, I mean, there's
You
no
have to
way
be
of knowing
like-
it
you have to be-
wasn't you.
Oh, that's also
Yeah.
true. That's also
Yeah,
true.
that's like
It's like-
everyone focus.
you're good, Jay. You're back in focus. You're back in focus. You're good.
So Caldon sits down and he goes, "Don't worry about me. I'm not giving up anytime soon.
We're all in this together.
I will say," and I look at Kefka and I go, "When we're about to go back to Tulosh, I have to go back to Ravnica.
What do you need?
I gotta talk to Teferi."
There's no way of knowing he's there or not.
Gotta at least check. And in Ravnica, I'm at least safe.
After this excursion, I might have to part ways with you briefly until you actually return. There's a few things I may need to attend to once this. He looks over at the elder elf. This. Excuse me, what did you call it exactly?
The Antinora?
The Atonia.
Atonia.
Yes, the Atonia. Or in our ancient tongue, it is known as the trauma that stalks.
Interesting.
Caldon
Caldon
says, Caldon says to the group real quick, he goes, "I'm still here, I'm sticking around. We'll finish this conversation later. Alright? Trust me, I'm not going anywhere. Not unless you put me in a grave." He looks at Serenum and he says that and he goes, "I do have one question. The hell happened?"
What?
I say that to the elder. She's got the same starry eyes and a starry look in her eyes. I can tell that. So I know it's not in. But like, first off, she's not dark anymore. Secondly, what happened to her big droopy ears? And now she's got a
Some
crown.
World of Warcraft ears to like to Lion Lich in the wardrobe ears.
She looked like she had fake cosplay ears on.
So then use it.
Now with like a high like gray cosplay.
So Caldon basically says, "Who are you?"
I am called Mother Hadra here. I am the story keeper of this tribe. Come, sit. I shall explain that which has nearly felled your friend.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Caldon sits down next to Merrick.
That was the conversation. I was like, oh no, she's gonna say it, and he's gonna flip.
All right. Well, we all gather up
Yep.
around the
Sword time.
campfire, sing campfire songs.
My
Roast
echo
marshmallows.
literally hangs at my back. Because Caldon's a little paranoid still. Just a little.
So Hadra stands up and she seems to sprinkle a few materials into the flame to make it a little bit brighter as she begins to walk in circles. As I've said, that creature you faced is that of an ancient being, an ancient malice. For unknown reasons, it preys on the terror of mortals. It hunts. And up until recently, we thought it gone from this world for good. But after 300 years, it returns.
Oh boy.
Her name is is Mother Hadra.
Hadra.
Hadra. Okay. Or Hadra.
Hadra.
Hadra. Hey, Mother Hadra. What do you know about Sera?
The Angel Warden. The last Angel Warden.
She's the one that protects the town a few days away.
Yes, we are well aware of her, and she does good service to the humans and gnome folk.
Why are the elves not under her protection as well?
The Hatonia is an evil. We know. It is an evil that she does not. My people have lived for a very long time. And we live in a society of well-versed dreamers. One such that we can tune the mind to resist the creature's influence. For the
Does
most
that-
part, we are safe.
This sounds like it would have taken years to master. Does that mean that these creatures have been here for that long?
Not these creature, this creature.
That's the only one. So, Caldon says, Saren, now would be the time to write something down.
You're telling me in out of character to take notes? Fuck
Well, no,
you.
so like Saren's probably like dumbfounded at the story, so he's like, take out Bullseye's
No, I know,
book.
I was messing with you because I've been sitting here like, man, I should take some notes. It was fate being like, bitch, do it. And I was like, fuck, fine. We open a Google's doc.
Oh, no, I always
No,
take notes.
no, this is Saren pulling out a notebook.
She goes,
and
oh
Quill.
shit, you're right.
You remember what
right?
it looked like.
What is that fire in its chest? Why the hell does that thing have a heart? And also, is it a demon? Like, what is it exactly? I'm sorry, I'm asking so many questions. I'm just so
It
confused.
is more than all right. The true nature of the creature is unknown to us, lost to time, its creation immemorial. None of my people know where it came from. We simply understand what it desires.
What
It
is
is
that? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It is malice made manifest. It is violence given form. The shape you perceived it in may not be its true form, but it is the one that your minds ascribed to it. Go ahead.
I will say, DM, one of Moonbeam's abilities is that when it flashes on people, if they're a shapeshifter, then they have to change back to the regular form.
If it
it's
has a true form.
and that means we got to see it, right?
It
Or-
might not have a true form.
Okay, okay.
I.e.,
No, that's
when
what
Merrick saw this, he perceived it as a small baby or a pup.
Mm-hmm.
Small child.
Which is Merrick's fear because he does not know his past.
Yeah, so that I think that might have been its like real form right there because it wasn't expecting for all of us to gang up on it suddenly.
Well, no. So real quick, remember the small child was what I encountered when I saw it. I was on.
Oh,
it
you're
was,
right,
It was
you're
attacking
right.
Farah.
You're right. So those were two different things. Are they aware of?
What it can do?
Are they aware then that are those creatures that got to you, Farah, and that you saw Merrick, the little baby? Is it connected to this one? Do you know of these smaller ones? She's asking to the elder.
Hadra. Okay. I was like,
Hadra, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna write that down on my note. It's Hadra.
Yes.
It's effectively
If-
Hydra, but an A instead of a Y.
If your friend saw it upon a different form, it is only a reflection of you yourself. Tell me, Fanged One, gesturing to Merrick.
All right, no. This bitch knows too much.
What did it appear to you as?
Well, and Merrick is like, he got
He
caught off
just
guard. He's like, wait,
points.
Fanged One. When I encountered it, when it attacked my comrade, It was a small child. I don't understand why.
That means it usually has not much to draw from you. Tell me, how have your dreams been lately?
Oh, so okay, I see what she's saying. Because Farah is still young, technically a youngling planeswalker, so to say. Hence why I was a small child.
Oh,
But
but it
Your
was a fucking
perception of
monster.
it.
It was a monstrosity for me.
because of you.
Yeah, so Farah. Okay, yeah.
Your
Shen, you had
perception
your
of
hand
the
raised.
creature changes what it appears as.
Right. Shen, you were the whole you wanted to say something, so.
I would just like to pipe up and say, not last night, but the night before, I couldn't sleep because I was petrified.
You are lucky to be alive. I could not save all of you. One of you was quite a feat, but more than one. Lost to its veil of night. And that would be quite an effort.
Yeah,
You are lucky.
Okay, Danny wanted to say something, and then I would like to ask something.
No, I'm so sorry. No, no, keep monologuing. No, because no, that's NPCs talking. I wanted to, I made me realize something. Continue.
Or is that all Hadra had to say?
This time, yes.
Called-
Would I remember the veil then?
No.
No, I don't remember.
You
the veil.
remember falling over from this thing rending your body from your mind. And then you woke up here.
Okay.
If one
Caldon,
remembers heaven, why would you ever want to leave?
I think he's not wrong. Bill?
Caldon?
Caldon like raises his hand like he's in class actually, and when he gets called. So he makes a psychic connection with Hadra, and he asks the question,
You attempt to make a psychic connection with her, and there's this sort of resistance, but you're able to push on through as she
He
kind
goes,
of acknowledges.
I want to ask a question, but I don't want to ask it out loud.
She stares elsewhere, but then she nods.
He makes a psychic connection with her, and then he says, hypothetically, if someone couldn't dream, how would this thing work?
Ah, you are like us then. Resistant.
I don't think I'm resistant. I think I'm immune.
It would hardly consider you existing.
Is that an advantage or a disadvantage? I can't tell.
That is up for you to decide.
He ends the psychic connection. He goes, sorry about that. I gotta remember to ask permission first sometimes. I'd like to keep that information on lock. They don't actually even know that yet.
So tell me, what is your intention with this creature? You intended to slay it, or attempt to? That is why you are here, is it not? To seek wisdom, insight.
Oh no, Merrick's like, I plan to kill it.
We would like to eradicate it.
Whether we could kill it or if it is a being that is not possible to, we'd like to seal it away. Anything we can for it. It sounds like you found a way to be able to get around its mind-altering effects. But somehow it's getting within the city. Even through the angel's watchful gaze, it's still getting their people, and...
That means it is getting stronger, bolder.
I interviewed townsfolk at the pub, and he was very distraught. So he was definitely affected by it.
I mean, now Merrick looks at Farrah like, when you experience it firsthand, now we know.
Seems like you have too. How did it appear to you?
Merrick actually looks at Caldon and goes like, I'd rather not say.
Caldon takes that as a big red flag and just goes, "No, I told you everything."
Merrick, remember that it's Caldon specific.
He knows
Yeah.
that the dream is about Caldon
It's about Caldon,
in
so-
an antagonistic sort of way.
Nice, nice, nice.
Merrick just looks at Caldon like, if you trust me, you'll drop it.
Can you keep things bottled up inside, man? I can't do
Turn
it.
it off.
Caldon kind of gets the hint that it has to do with one of the party members. And Caldon does that whole like knock on his shoulder thing, and he goes, "I know you think you're a big, terrible monster inside, but you're just a big old softie asking for a hug."
I'll bite you.
There's that word again.
I'd
Merrick.
like it.
What?
Monster.
Yes, that's me.
You're not a monster.
Tell it to the people that I got killed.
Look. As coming from a man haunted by futures and failed timelines and now literally a dark reflection of himself haunting him, you're not a monster.
Oh, no, don't worry. We meet him. He'll meet my claws.
I look at the three of you, and I Caldon says this with all of the authority he has inside of him. He says, "We are not to tangle with him. Because if he knows multiple timelines, it means there's a possibility he knows how to kill the three of you without even trying. And I'm not risking that. This fight's mine. I know you're here for me and I appreciate it. And we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I've said that. But for right now, let's not worry about Caldon. Let's focus on Caldon. Caldon trying his best to fake his confidence.
If you intend to slay this creature, it will prey on your fragmentation. It will wait for a strand to fray and then pluck it right from under you. It is intelligent and patient.
Ah, shit.
Caldon's one weakness. Intelligence.
Smart monsters.
God forbid.
If you wish to destroy it, you will need sunlight, silver, or flame.
Caldon draws his sword.
You look to the west.
Oh,
She
wait,
looks
no, he's
to
too
the
close to
west.
Merrick. He wouldn't do it.
Atop this sort of hill, you get to see down into this valley she glances off to. You see this wide forest of burned trees, and that goes on for acres and acres. There was once more of us. Now we simply number in the tens. But in an effort to destroy it, our greatest minds sacrificed themselves to trap it in a forest of fire. We thought it dead. How wrong we were. But if it is hiding anywhere, it is there. If you wish to seek it out, travel to the Badlands. Stick together. And watch the shadows.
Saying that, Caldon looks around for Caldon complete just to make sure that he doesn't see him.
You don't.
Oh shit.
Does Merrick smell him?
No.
Question, DM, because magic. Can I ritual cast as a druid?
It,
The spell, it's not that to be
I
a
don't
druid.
believe druids are ritual casters, actually.
No, Ra, you need to be a ritual
really?
caster. Yep.
Oh, no.
It is.
Yeah, for most people, it's a feat. For others, it's a
one
feature.
of the weirder things. I'm looking it up
Yeah,
now.
I do have a player.
I don't believe druids have ritual casting. I think that's reserved for. Nope, they do.
Oh,
they
wow.
do. Sweet. Nice. And will I have to can I ritual cast any spell I know?
Any spell you have prepared.
Specifically. Oh, is it any spell prepared? Okay, I'm wrong.
No. It must have the ritual tag.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, and I'm fully healed, right?
Yes,
Full
but you
hit
did not suffer the effects of a long rest.
Your full hit points. That's all it is.
Your full hit points and spell slots. Just you only need a long rest to re-prepare your spells.
Would death count for a while?
Death does not count as a long rest.
I mean, it's a
Well, you're
long rest.
It's the eternal rest and not the long rest.
Oh man. All right. So.
Okay, it's okay. It was something side I wanted to do, but we'll probably be here for a bit.
Merrick looks at the group.
The sun begins to rise at this point. Proper. Seren, your eyes don't hurt as badly. It's kind of nice.
Sunrise is beautiful.
Have you never? That's a dumb question. Never mind.
No. We do see the sunrise. It's not like we look upon the sun and we're blinded immediately.
Not like
it's just nicer to take in the colors when your eyes don't hurt.
Resisted a huge urge, not just to start saying blinded by the light.
I'm sure you're all tired from your journey. You may stay here as long as you like.
Very much appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss or Leader Hazra. Thank you. I have the magic that you've shown is so incredibly strong. I don't know if I'm quite at that level to match it yet.
You live as long as I have, and you will.
I think I may be able to help you with your burnt home as a payment. Thank you.
If you wish to help us, start with it.
Well, I'm gonna kick its ass the next time I see it. Ugh. Caldon retires for the evening. I guess these are huts that are near us?
Yes.
Are the huts available?
She points to this collection of 4 over here. Or to 3 over here.
Caldon...
Change my character sheet.
Caldon goes into one before anybody else and does his best to take the moment to just breathe and be alone. He doesn't care if somebody joins him later, but he wants to take a couple minutes to himself.
And what about the rest of you?
Merrick's gonna linger for a bit, just because he's just trying to. Like he said, he's angry and he's trying to, I guess, de-stress or bring him, like, calm himself down. And he looks at Kefkin and the girls and says, "Let him have his time. You 3, if you still want to get some rest, go ahead. I'll catch up later."
I would also like some rest.
Then go
It was
get
a
it.
long battle that we had to face.
You guys.
So Merrick just motions to the huts. Just he's like, "Then go. I'll be fine."
So then we'll kind of wait for like 10 minutes before to give Merrick a breather.
I'm not leaving the center, basically.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
whatchamacallit. Oh yeah, she waits kind of like 10 minutes, and then she kind of like picks herself up with her staff, and she kind of walks forward and kind of just stands behind him for a few minutes, and then sits.
So you're still with Merrick.
Mm-hmm.
Your choice.
I only need about 4 hours anyway. So.
If anyone, honestly, if Merrick was going to have a heart-to-heart with anyone, it probably would be Seren, funny enough.
Really? Not Caldon?
You guys are boyfriends. He needs to talk to
Soren's
his
the
best friend.
squad therapist.
Oh, just
She can just sit there. She's a rock. She'll just sit
Alden's
there.
the
and listen.
squad dad.
Well, no,
Merrick's
no,
the.
know what the funny part is? Now Merrick and Seren actually have something in common. They both died and come back to life.
Seren doesn't even know she's died.
You know something happened. You're
Something
familiar with how the
happened.
reincarnation spell works?
It was straight up reincarnation is what she said she cast on me. Oh, that's only been used in an extreme of ceremonies. That's scary. She's kind of sitting there looking at her hands and looking at her hands. Been quite a night, hasn't it?
You would say that.
I'll
does
post reference
Kefkin?
images for Hadra and Baelis in the chat later.
Does Kefkin actually come into my hut?
Yes.
Okay, then everything I just sent you on Discord is what he sees.
He notices it, shakes his head and ignores it. Then he just kind of like sits down. Whatever you've written, Caldon, it's not for me. It's not for now.
No, it's for them. Not gonna lie. I've got all the confidence in the world. Deep down, I know I'm me. Just because I was separated by some time blast doesn't mean I'm any less Caldon than the other ones. Doesn't mean I'm any more Caldon than the other ones.
It means that you're Caldon.
But if I've got one of me hunting me, and if anybody's gonna know how to kill me, it's me. Then they need a backup. And he's the best bet. I'll give it to Farah in the morning. Let me ask you something.
I'm listening.
You said I'm destined for greatness. What did you say? Do you think you even saw me?
Knowing what I know now, it's impossible to tell, but at least one of you, one of the yous, is victorious.
That's good. Also, that's bad. But that's also good. Because if it's the asshole I met tonight, gonna be pretty pissed about that.
There's no way to know. I can see forward, but I can only see so far forward.
I know Teferi's not an expert, but he's better than anyone else, isn't he?
Not when I knew him.
I heard he was a rebellious little shit when he was younger.
He was. How old is he now? It's been a while since I've talked to him.
He's hopped timelines, the fuck if I knew. He had grey in his beard the last time I saw him. And to the
Where
best
did
of my
you-
knowledge, he's human.
Where did you meet him?
I met him on the Ravnica.
Ah,
I was there.
He doesn't bring his beard.
I was there, and he told me to seek out Narsat. Still have no idea who she is.
I met him on Dominaria in a city called Zafir.
That's what I've heard. He went to school there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Although I haven't been back to Dominaria in quite some time.
I heard they got ravaged by...
She's a planeswalker?
Ravaged by...
Oh, no. I'm talking to Kefkin.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Carry on.
Wasn't it ravaged by a war or something like that?
Not when I left. I remember there was whisperings of a war, and then
I think the thing that's...
the son of a bitch did it.
Did what?
back when Teferi was young, he was experimenting with trying to blink objects in and out of time, and I guess when
That's
the war
possible.
proper started, I was a mere scholar at the academy at the time, but I didn't think he'd actually do it. And I was in the middle of it. That's why nothing makes sense.
Probably
What?
he did it for protection.
There's no way you have known.
Sorry.
There's- Let's just say
God,
that
it's-
when we leave here, I've got some investigating to do. Something is not right with me. I may have been a planeswalker for much longer than I thought I was.
Kafkan. The only thing I know about this other Caldon is that he's the dark reflection of me. Judging upon how he looks, I have reason to believe he fell in battle to the things that attack my plane of toxic.
What is assailing your plane?
Creatures made of metal and oil.
That's not possible. They're trapped.
Who's trapped?
Yawgmoth, the Phyrexians, they handled them. But
Yeah, they died. They died like hundreds of years ago, didn't they?
hundreds?
Oh god, is Capcom gonna have a crisis now too?
They've been
What do you mean
attacking.
hundreds?
Caldon starts having false memories.
Uh-oh.
No, this is...
They've been attacking my planes for decades.
I don't believe this is a problem with your timeline. I think if Teferi warped the Zalfir out of the way of an attack, and I must have fallen adrift, and due to my abilities as being a planeswalker, I might have been the one person to escape. I didn't think it would be centuries later. I've got some... I am afraid that you and your allies will have to finish this fight on your own. There is something I must attend to. A wizard I must see.
Who are you going to see?
Liliana Vess. And then he just...
He just
Did we
claimed
hear that?
Would that wake us up?
You hear the ruffle of wind come from Caldon's tent. You're
He
also like waiting outside.
is psychotic. Why would he go see a necromancer?
I think American, okay.
Caldon walks out of his hut. He sees the rest of them and he says, long story short, I was talking with Kafkan because we were just bantering. And we got on the subject of Teferi, somebody that we both casually know. And he's able to influence time, pretty greatly. And apparently he phased out an entire civilization, I think. That's kind of what I was getting. I didn't know he was that strong, but still. Phyrexians are attacking my plane. They've been dead for hundreds of years.
So Kefkin believes.
But they've been attacking for decades. At least 50 years. Oh, I'm gonna
Who's
gut that
Teferi?
bastard. What am I... Caldon would explain it to you, but Teferi is a planeswalker who has influence over time magic. And he's arguably the strongest time wizard that there is.
Cool. Saran doesn't like him. She was already trying not to barf about all this fucking time alteration magic bullshit.
In all
Now
fairness,
there's a guy here that's just like warping around the natural timeline like willy-nilly. Where is this bitch?
out of character, in the latest story in Midnight Hunt, Teferi stopped the sun setting That's how powerful Teferi is. Oh yeah, like they lead you to believe in the cards that it was done on the Celestials, but in the MTG lore, nope. He tapped his staff and the sun stopped setting. And then he looked at Arlen, and Arlen was just like, do it. And he let the sun set. Granted, he couldn't do anything while he was doing that, meaning he's powerful but limited. But he still stopped the sun from setting. He's really strong.
And in his other lore, card called Teferi's Protection that we all
That is the incident where he phased out an entire... I believe he phases out the Talarian college. And all the people inside of it.
The city.
He phased out an entire city throughout time.
To bring it back, he literally sacrificed his spark.
But he's traveled through time and got his spark back.
Yes, Teferi is one of those planeswalkers where his spark has ignited more than once.
Which is why Caldon is afraid now. Because Caldon has no kind of control over how many times his spark is ignited.
You get the sense that Kefkin wasn't so much at fault for any of this, although he might be a victim in someone else's story.
But basically he said he was going to see Lily on the Vess. You know, the bitch who was controlling the zombies that are in the War of the Spark.
He doesn't know.
Oh.
We would know. We were like, Liliana's completely to blame for most of it. She's the reason innocent and other planeswalkers died.
Namely Gideon.
Would Soran have known about this, DM?
Oh yeah, you were all there during the post-war, the Planeswide celebration, when everyone was like talking shit about what was going on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, all four of us know who Liliana Vess is. Yeah. We've probably just never met her.
The newspapers were full of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hefkin.
He's gone.
Oh wait, gone? Where is he?
He planeswalked away.
Gone.
Said he was looking for her. Story-wise, we know where she is.
Yeah.
We
Hefkin,
do not.
However, does not.
No.
This motherfucker, like, bamfed out before we were done with our mission? She thinks slightly less of him now.
All right, I'm gonna try to go get some
will
sleep.
Remember this.
I'm gonna try to go get some sleep. And Caldon goes and takes a long rest. Back to full hit points and unleashing.
And that's, I think, where we'll end the session. When you guys finish your long rest, it will be at the mid-afternoon. But that's, I think, where we'll cut it for now.
We got fucking... Well, I only took 1 point of damage that entire fight, but we got fucking wrecked.
I almost died.
Yeah.
I did die.
Literally, Seren did die, and Caldon almost did too, technically.
Damn, this was a great fortune of events.
I'm at 9 hit points.
9.
Can we please get a level up? We just lost the 5th member.
Everyone got experience except for Seren. She's fucking dead.
Honestly, I think you can beat this thing with the abilities you have now. I am absolutely certain. To be fair,
Just saying that.
We did just get a level up recently, didn't we?
Did more.
No.
I was just.
No, that was like 5 sessions ago.
We got a level up at session 6, and it's now session 13.
Session 6.
No, not session 6.
It wasn't. You got a level up right before you finished off Skylar.
Oh, so session 9.
9.
Yeah, it's been 3 sessions. Well, 4
That
now.
was close.
Regardless. Are we
So-
done cutting? Are we recording?
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. See us next time.
I
Magic the Dungeoning. Bye bye.